I will show you step by step how you can grow so many tomatoes. You will be wondering why you never tried this method before. I am a 40-year veteran horticulturalist, and I will show you how. Make sure you follow each step carefully, and you will be well rewarded. It's not about working harder, it's about understanding tomato plants. Stick around until the end of this video, and I will reveal the go-to item that my tomatoes and I cannot live without. It has been my secret for decades, and I will tell you all about it. First, you must build up your garden bed. This is by far the most important step. Think of it like building a house. If you don't create a good, strong foundation, then no matter how beautiful of a home you build, it won't last. Without a good, strong foundation, your home will eventually degrade. Growing tomatoes is no different. Work hard on creating a nutrient-rich garden bed, and the hardest part of your work is done. You will need nutrient-rich, friable soil. That is, your soil must crumble easily in your hand, be of a soft consistency, especially when moist. Hard, clumpy clay is no good. Enrich this soil with composted matter and animal manure. Add phosphorus to the soil when transplanting seedlings. They need this to develop a strong root system. If you are buying tomato seedlings from a nursery, they often need to be hardened off. Seedlings fresh out of a nursery need to calcify before they can grow. Their stems and branches become weak while sitting in nurseries and under cover. Most nurseries will have propagated and nurtured these tomato plants in artificial conditions. They would have been nursed under artificial lighting, in glass houses, and on heat pads during germination and through infancy. The sudden reality of the real outdoors and the shock of transplanting can often lead to stagnated growth, and even worse. Lessen this shock by first letting them acclimatize, then transplanting them. It is important that you remove leaves and suckers from most of the seedling. Leave only 2 to 4 true leaves at the top of the plant. When you transplant these, you will be burying them up to their necks. You can also lie them horizontally, leaving enough above ground to develop. Many roots equals a stronger, more robust and longer-lived plant. In places where you have cleared the suckers and leaves once below ground, these areas will sprout and develop more roots. Most gardeners are making the same mistake. We plant them too shallow. We leave too many leaves, and we think more water equals more growth. In fact, the opposite is true. In the early stages of the tomato plant's development, letting the soil dry out is beneficial to the plant's growth. This is true of nearly all plants. A plant's root system has a job to do. That is to chase food and water. When they have an abundance of water and nutrients, they will not grow and spread. They have enough and thus lay idle. Make their job harder and force them to chase water and nutrients. In this way, their roots will spread out in all directions, searching for sustenance. The end result, a much stronger root system. However, once the plant begins to fruit, a regular watering pattern is essential. Early on in its formation, the tomato fruit has an outer skin that is elastic. This allows it to swell as it matures. Should the soil dry out any time during this growing process, the skin may lose its elasticity. In this case, when it tries to grow, chances are that the skin will split. Same is true for overwatering. Too much water can cause the fruit to suddenly swell and it may split. Regular watering is crucial. Early during the developmental stage, before fruiting, tomato plants like to be fed nitrogen and phosphorus. Nitrogen assists in the development of a strong stem system and a rich, healthy leaf structure. Phosphorus promotes a healthy root structure. It is crucial in boosting a plant's immunity against pests and diseases, helps it survive through drier conditions, strengthens cells and improves the size, quality and taste of fruit. Potassium, the K in NPK, can be used in higher quantities than the rest, especially and more importantly, during flowering and every 3 weeks during the fruiting. It aids in producing stronger, bulkier fruit, better tasting and promotes further flowering and more fruiting. While most brand name fertilizers contain these in varying percentages, listed as NPK on most labels, it's most likely that some of these will degrade before the tomato plant actually needs them. Keeping separate stocks of potassium, nitrogen and phosphorus is the ideal way to go. Use these independently at the point when the plant actually needs it through its various growing stages. As an example, nitrogen is added early on in the plant's infancy. I use this to promote healthy leaf growth. However, once the plant begins fruiting, I slow down on nitrogen and focus more on potassium and phosphorus. Too much nitrogen will create healthy foliage, but at a cost. The cost is less flowers and fruit. Just as I added phosphorus for strong root development, Now I add it again during flowering, then again during fruiting. Potassium is added at early flowering, then every 2 to 3 weeks until fruit ripens and is ready for harvest. Here is a quick do's and don'ts reference for your convenience. These are some top-tier pieces of advice when it comes to growing tomatoes. Tomatoes are finicky, hungry, thirsty, fussy, and overall one of the most spoilt plants in the plant kingdom. They never seem satisfied. But cater to their needs, and you will be well rewarded. Now I promised you that I would reveal my go-to secret when growing tomatoes. Well, here it is. It's called vermiculite, and it's a kind of an add-on that just makes tomatoes for crazy. It is a volcanic ash with many amazing properties and is readily available in most nurseries. It benefits tomato plants in many ways. Not only does vermiculite improve soil structure, but it also enhances water retention by up to 4 times. If that's not enough, it also provides well-needed aeration around the tomato plant's root structure, oxygenating the soil around them and enabling these to easily spread and grow in any direction without hindrance. It also reduces transplant shock. Wait, there is still more. It attracts and holds nutrients for longer. Nutrients such as calcium, magnesium, and potassium are gathered together in its sponge-like qualities and released over a longer length of time to the plant's benefit. If that's still not enough, its sterile structure prevents dampening off diseases and gives plants a fight chance, an immunity of sorts to soil-borne diseases. For those of you that stayed through until the end, thank you. I wish you all the best of success in your tomato growing ventures. I'm sure you have found this episode informative and look forward to engaging with you in future episodes. Comments, questions, and feedback are most welcome. I will answer all horticulturally related questions. Bye for now.